cover something. This is a thought just came to mind after I got out of the gym, so I'm just gonna put it out. Maybe it'll serve someone. If it does, make sure you like. Don't share this with people. Unless the people that you know are, you know, on this sort of pathway. All right. So I'm going to talk about why God hates you if you're poor, or if you're broke, or if you don't have money, or that sort of thing. If you are in any form of scarcity, any pattern of scarcity, God hates you. Now, before we start, this is the C4 Church, the Coherent Church of Comprehensive Christianity. Long name. We're all incorporated. Approximately have 642.4 million tier 2 members. And if you'd like to join, just keep watching these videos, and at some point we'll open up membership to the public. But we are incorporated, 501c3, all this stuff. All right. Real quick premise. Ours is a Christian church, Christian in the comprehensive sense. So it's a comprehensive form of Christianity. What that means is we reintegrate the forms of Christianity that were eradicated by Rome 2,000 years ago, give or take. It's about 16 to 1800 years ago, give or take. Okay. And so we reintegrate those forms of Christianity into our operations. And that is what causes our form of Christianity to be coherent and comprehensive, as well as have a very Christo-Luciferian or a very pagan appearance, if you're unfamiliar with Christianity and its origins tens of thousands of years ago. And so that's the basis. We're not Jesus is Lord. We don't believe Christ is King. All of that's malarkey. It's psychosis. We don't believe that. And we don't have any basis for it. There's no basis for that. That's a poor understanding, poor interpretation, and it's based on Rome, and it's based on the intention to turn human beings into chattel and nothing more than uncivilized, savage monkey people. And so the focus and aim of our church, God, is that a Maybach? That's a 4MATIC. God damn it, that's a gorgeous vehicle. We're going to talk about why God hates you if you're poor. But the focus of the church is coherent satisfaction creates civilization. Our church is completely dedicated to civilization. We are not the kind of Christians that are waiting for Jesus to come back because we don't care. We know that that's not reality. We are not the kinds of Christians that are, oh my God, all the little cute kids, they're little monsters. We're not the kind of Christians that believe that you need to sacrifice or suffer or give your soul to some sort of sky phantom that you've never seen, that you've never interacted with, because again, that's psychosis. We're also not the kinds of Christians that profess to have the truth, because we don't. Truth is contextual, fits within the context of your life, of your frame, of your experience. That does not mean truth does not exist. It just means that truth is irrelevant mostly. And so, is there an objective reality? Obviously. If you don't believe that, then, and this is me speaking metaphorically, go to the top of the Empire State Building and jump off, right? So I'm speaking metaphorically. Don't actually do that. But, there is an objective reality that we do have to respect. And so we make an effort to align with that objective reality as it pertains to our lives and create coherent satisfaction. So, with all that said, we're going to talk about why God hates you when you're poor, why God hates you if you're poor. God hates the poor. Now, again, we do not profess to have truth, so don't come here looking for truth. Don't come here debating truth. We don't care. That's not our purpose. That's why we have 600 and something million tier 2 members, because we are for those who have that spark, who are aware, who are awake. And so, God does not care about the poor. God hates the poor. And so, of course, God doesn't exist. Let's make that clear. So there's no sky phantom that cares about you. But life, the processes of life, the structure of this reality, it hates you if you're poor. And if you don't believe that, stop lying to yourself. Again, this isn't truth, but this is something that's observable. The one thing we do aim for is to be evidence-based, to be verifiable and testable. So you can test what I'm going to say and see if it works. So if you don't believe that God, life, reality, the cosmos hates poor, hates scarcity, hates people that are in that. Go into the world and go anywhere where you find people that are suffering with poverty or suffering from any form of scarcity, and look and see how nature treats those people, how society treats those people, how reality treats those people. Jesus said, to him who hath, it will be given, and to him who hath not, it'll be taken away. Whatever little he has will be taken away. He wasn't saying that mystically. He was saying life gives to those who have, and it takes from those who have not. That is how it always has been. That is always how it will be. And if you fight it, good luck. You're going to be a hero, but you're going to be a broke, sad loser. And so the God, life, creative source, all that stuff hates poor people. It does. And it's not like actually conscious. I'm anthropomorphizing it, but it's not like it actually is actively after you. But what happens is when you're in a cycle of scarcity, you get stuck in this pattern that is anti-life. And if you're in a pattern of anti-life, life cannot flow to you. And it's that simple. Again, I'm not saying anything that's true. I'm saying what you can test, what you can verify. You can go out and check in the world. I'll give an example. If you have a very attractive woman, right, and she walks in the world, every man is going to give her his attention, even if he's married and he's a stupid monogamist or something like that. He's going to give her his power and his attention. Every single very attractive woman knows this. And so this woman has an abundance of options. And you think life goes, oh no, she's had enough. We're going to make her invisible to all heterosexual males of the species. No. It says, okay, keep getting it, bitch. Like, okay, more, 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 more. Jeff Bezos. You think life is like, you got enough money. Elon Musk. You think life is like, he's got enough. There are people starving and there's children suffering. And take the money from him. No. It just gives him more. And so that's how life works. Test it. All I'm saying is that fire is hot. This isn't truth. This is just something you can test and verify from your own experience. And so God hates you when you're poor. Life, the universe, cosmos hates you when you're poor. And it should. Now, should you hate yourself? No. Because then you're going to stay poor, you're going to stay broke, you're going to stay a loser. You should love yourself enough to tap into your leverage in life. If you're a poor fucking loser that lives in a box somewhere or in his car or whatever, you must find your leverage and you must find a way to wield that leverage so that you can have more abundance. Now, that doesn't mean go into spiritual bypassing, which is, again, that's a form of lying to yourself and saying, oh, what is not. Okay. And that's what most Christianity is. That's what most religion is. Lying to yourself and telling yourself things that do not exist and things that are not real are real. That's not faith. That's psychosis. That's mental illness. Okay. And just because it's called Christianity or it's called faith does not mean it's not mental illness. It's mental illness. And so instead, you have to look at where you stand and ask yourself, what leverage do I have in the world? What leverage do I have in life, in reality? What leverage do I have? And then find your way to amplifying that leverage to no end. Amplify it, amplify it, amplify, amplify until you have a position in life that reflects satisfaction, coherent satisfaction. When you do that, you're going to start to live in a civilized way. You're going to have the relationships, the money, the outcomes, the experiences, the adventures, the purpose that you truly desire. Not what you've been encouraged to want or what you've been told to have, but what you actually are seeking. And so God hates the poor. God hates you when you're poor, and God doesn't exist. So again, God's a personified allegory. It doesn't exist. Life itself is anti-poverty, anti-scarcity. Life is abundance in its flow. And so give yourself permission to have that. Find your leverage. Shape the world in the way that feels most satisfying to you in a coherent way, in a harmonious way, and you'll have everything you want. Jesus said, seek you first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness and all these things will be given to you. Jesus did not exist. Okay, we are Christians and we know Jesus didn't exist because we have functioning brains and we can read history. Jesus did not exist. Okay, but the allegorical character that they call Jesus the Christ says, seek first the kingdom of heaven. What was he talking about? That's mystical language. It doesn't mean anything. He was talking about finding the fulcrum of power in your life. The word that he was using there in the Koine Greek is basilean. And that word means the seat of power, the basis of power, the fulcrum point. So if you've been given Roman Christianity, Jesus is Lord, pray to the sky, blah, 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 psychosis, right? You're going to keep praying to the sky, giving your power to some magical phantoms in the ethers, and it's never going to work out for you. But if you realize, okay, there is a fulcrum in life, and if I can find my leverage point, I can shape life the way I want. And this is what the whole idea of follow your joy, follow what you are enthusiastic about, right? Follow your passion. Don't ever follow your passion. Follow what you're enthusiastic about. Follow your joy. Find what you genuinely love. Go for what brings joy and enthusiasm into your life. Refine that, improve that. That's your leverage. That's your PowerPoint. And so, with that said, remember the life flow abandons those who are in a form of scarcity. Scarcity it manifests in all ways. It can be health, it could be wealth, it can be money, it could be sex, it could be whatever. It could be mental abilities, it could be anything. Scarcity doesn't just mean money. It can mean a lot of things. Some people are stupid. They have a scarcity of intelligence. You know, some people are weak and insecure. They have a scarcity of confidence and composure. So scarcity manifests in many ways, and if you're in a state of scarcity in any form, you could be a billionaire and have a lack of spiritual understanding. That's scarcity. So um, Jesus, the allegorical Jesus, like, Jesus never existed. We are Christians, and we know Jesus did not exist. The allegorical, because it's unimportant if Jesus existed. The allegorical Jesus said, um, basically to find that seat of power, find your fulcrum point, and then shape and move that the way that you want. We'll get in the chats. There's a lot of activity here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Corazon Perez. That's a cute name. I love that name, Corazon. So beautiful. All right, Satvir Kumar, very Indian. Thank you. All right, thank you for joining. Denomination. Coherent, juggle bar. Our denomination is coherent, coherent Church of Comprehensive Christianity. We're C4 Christianity. Yeah, one of the oldest churches ever. We're just syncretic. We've been around for tens of thousands of years, and we're just now being public again. All right. Now hello now, now. So, thanks for joining, guys. Remember, God hates you if you're poor, so don't be poor. Don't be in a state of scarcity and get yourself out of that. And this is not abundance stuff, right? I mean, this is not like prosperity gospel because that's a lot of mindset bullshit. I love Reverend Ike. I love Joel Osteen. They have a lot of wonderful things to say, and they're powerful minds. And they have a more coherent form of Christianity than what you find just about in any church. But um, there's a lot of spiritual bypassing with that. So it's like, okay, if you're poor and broke, it's you know, um, I don't know, law of attraction, way to wealth, or something like that. Doesn't work. So you have to find your leverage point. You have to find your leverage point. Let me stop doing that. The damn phone keeps falling. You got to find your leverage point. And when you find your leverage point in life, everything you want is given to you. Everything you want is yours. So, yeah. Anyway, hello. Okay. Uh, So, oops, sorry. Oh wow, oh wow. Okay, I just learned something here. Okay, corazón. Oh, corazón. So cute. I love that name. All right, Shy. Oh, Shy Millman said hello. Oh, that looks like an adult. Sorry, that's a man. Hello, Shy Millman. Thank you for joining. So anyway, that's what we talked about, and yeah, there's no truth here. We're not proposing or professing truth because we don't have the truth. We're not within your context. But we do have evidence based information and we share that with you guys so that you can test it, you put it into practice, and see what results you get. If you get good results, make sure you check out Hey God, Wake the Fuck Up. Bible wisdom you're not supposed to know about real life and the real you. This is the unedited version. There's lots and lots of cookies, Easter eggs, for instance, right here. It's fun. It's a great book. This is a really good book, guys. Go out there and get it. And you can read a free copy online. There's a link in the description, I'm pretty sure. Make sure you like and subscribe if this serves you. Otherwise, you're just going to get heartbroken because I'm going to keep telling you Jesus does not exist and I'm a Christian. Satan's the God of this world and you need to learn how to work with him. And I'm a Christian. And by the way, all these are symbols, guys. They're not real things. There's no real Satan. There's no real Jesus. There's no real God. All of these are symbols to understand phenomena that are present within the world. The ancient Greeks made that very clear, and so did the Hebrews. Jesus made it very clear that you are the force, you are the God, you are the Elohim. Jesus said that point blank directly in John 10:34 and 35. So even though Jesus didn't exist, the allegorical Christ said that. It was transmitting a message of awareness. So if you're in that context, that was something that was truthful. All right, like I said, get your copy of Hey God, Wake the Fuck Up. Bible wisdom you're not supposed to know about real life and the real you. This is the most disruptive Christian book ever. It is based on 30 years of research as well as doctoral research, and which was published back in 2020, the research. And then this book was born of that in 2022. So make sure you get it. It's going to scare you if you are a Bible believing Christian and you've been praying to Jesus and he has not been helping you. It'll scare you awake, and then you'll get out there and start creating the life that you want. Stay Apex. Oh, Shy Millman, yes, you got here at the end. Yeah, I'll post this video so you can watch it. You can watch it. I don't know, it's a 17-minute video, so you can watch it. It should be loaded like in the next 20 or 30 minutes. So stay Apex.